Before I jump into this, I want to tell you a piece of advice you gave to me when I was 19. And I don't know if you remember this. I remember you said to me, I was 19 years old, I was getting into
Yeah, when we
SEO,
first met in the office,
yeah,
yeah.
in Canary Wharf, London. And he just looked at me and he said, Zakes, you need to stop being that nerd behind a computer. Instead of focusing so much on SEO, you need to focus on sales. And that completely changed everything for me. Not the way I do SEO, just my approach in general. It had such an impact on me that I journal, and at the very front of that journal, I wrote what you said. Don't focus on SEO, focus on the sales. And
Yeah.
even when I go on client calls now, I've got a separate slide for what you said. I titled it, "We don't focus on SEO, we focus on sales." So that's had a very big impact on me, on my personal life
Yeah.
and my
Yeah.
business life. And yeah, I just want to say thank you.
Nice. Good to hear, man. Yeah. After a long time, yeah, I mean, we kept in touch, but been 4 5 years or so since we spoke, like in person.
Yes, crazy, crazy times. But yeah, this interview is gonna be going a bit of back and forth. I'll be checking my phone, not because I'm bored, but because I have some questions on there. But yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen you doing big things, especially with SeekaHost. That's going
Yeah. I
big.
got
I'm
the
seeing it.
SeekaHost.
Yeah, that's it. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it everywhere now. Whenever I'm typing up how to do SEO, and they're recommending different hosting platforms. It used to be
Yeah.
HostGator and that type of thing, but now I'm seeing SeekaHost. So I think that's been incredible for your branding as well. So, first of all, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Fernando Raymond started with SEO back in 2013. The corporate and the jobs like I was doing, I wasn't really like seeing anything that I was doing meaningful. And so I was always thinking because I was a business, well, that's what I studied, a lot of books I read, and I was thinking, how can I help the business owners? Came across SEO as an industry that's going to pick up. This is back in 2013. So I um, I started learning it, and since I started learning, okay, decided, got the first client, moved to London from Worcester, and started with ClickDo. ClickDo started growing as an agency. Now the guys runs ClickDo, helping clients and doing a different sort of SEO agency activities from software building, all the things online marketing, facilitating businesses with everything that they need to shine online. That's what ClickDo does. And I started after that SeekaHost, which is the core brand that, as you said, to help business owners with all the things with domain names, hosting, web servers, like site management, consulting for that, data center building, consultancy, sort of things is what I'm doing. So my background is in the tech industry, IT. Wasn't an IT guy when I was first started, studied business, accounting and stuff, but then realized what's the path of freedom that I can help more business owners, be around more business owners and associate, be friendly. So that was the inspiration that led me towards like really researching what can I do more to gain my knowledge and be helpful for business owners. So I became a consultant that led to us becoming an entrepreneur, creating jobs, and a long way to go still.
Nice. So you're doing two different things. So you got ClickDo and you've got SeekaHost. So what does that look like? Are you spending most of your time with SeekaHost, or are you doing mostly?
Yeah, SeekaHost is most because ClickDo is I'm pretty much not involved at all. Like so the team runs it, and also I have the full managers and general managers. They run the business fully, and but I'm in the SeekaHost and other business development things. Just like these are two of the main businesses, but we have another media brand actually these days working on. So because what happened is like in my teams, when some of the people grow to the level, they also have the underneath teams. So have they start to get more time. So then even some of the people that you see create videos and all that these days, a couple of weeks ago, started a media brand because a lot of businesses want the media production sort of things. Yeah, that's what my time is going. And while really after COVID and everything happened, starting to see the world and really seeing what can we do to help people, like to what are the things. So much time for research and exploring opportunities.
Yeah, I remember COVID. That was crazy. I think I saw quite a few businesses die, and
Oh
then
yeah. A lot of people died. Even these years, right? A lot of businesses because AI is taking over. So the competition is really going high, and businesses are scaling down because they need less staff. So a lot of disruptions are going to have happen in the upcoming months. So this year would be very crucial. We'll see what end of the year who's going to survive.
yeah, it's crazy because when first going on, I was joining an agency, and they were a bit unsure of what was happening. But what happened was COVID hit, and the business grew because everyone was forced online, and
Yeah,
then it created that competition within the digital space. So
yeah.
everyone's trying to compete for that digital real estate now.
Oh yeah. Even for SeekaHost, I think 2020 was the starting point. 2020, after the first lockdown, we really shot up. Really, I mean, I even launched the Minecraft server thing because of that. A lot of
Yes.
people start paying Minecraft, and I saw the keyword, and because I found a guy who actually working, who's playing Minecraft, and he said, "I'm buying from this one of the other host. Can we also provide this?" So I was like, "Yeah, let's set this up and start selling." We started getting like never before the customers. Everybody was like, lockdown was, other than being trapped inside the house, business wise for SeekaHost started to do really well. But at ClickDo, we changed the business model from the client business model because a lot of ClickDo clients who are local business owners got the hit, so they can't pay. So having multiple businesses really helped me in that way. But yeah, some businesses really died. I know it's really suffered hard times for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's pros and cons there. So, did you make that pivot because you saw something else coming, and then you said, you know what, it's time to change this up? What was the initial reason for, okay, we've got the SEO agency here, let me just pivot to a hosting company? What made you do that?
SeekaHost was there. SeekaHost got like really a boost, but SeekaHost was there from 2018, not actually under ClickDo. So SeekaHost became separated end of 2018. So even from 2016, SeekaHost was operating under ClickDo as a ClickDo brand. So because I was into SEO at that time, I was one of the PBN guys. So I was building a lot of PBN. So we had to get PBN to be hosted in a multiple IP address. There's a way to do that back in the day. So I had the PBN demystified Facebook group, which I started to build back then. It was like 4,000 people. Now it's over like 11,000 people. Now I'm not even going people. It's like a trading platform. People come and sell backlinks and things. So I was already operating SeekaHost under ClickDo, and then it was going 2018, it became a separate company. So when we are coming to 2020, before, not because of COVID, I think we having that helped us tremendously. So it was already running for like 3 years properly, SeekaHost, as an even limited company running for more than a year and a half. And 2020 only at ClickDo, we changed the business model, like rather just not focusing only on client SEO. So because we saw what happened to client SEO when client's business closed down, we don't get paid. When we don't get paid, we can't pay our staff. So we saw that, and then we changed the model pretty soon after the first lockdown. From just focusing on client SEO, we realized, okay, guest posting, and that industry, the links, high authority link building, those kind of opportunities were rising. So that's the only thing we changed. But SeekaHost was sailing even at that time, but it got the boost as more people had to be inside the house and being online. People started like thinking like, okay, let's at least help me find a way to make money online. And we used to really also promote like start a blog, So
Yeah, you
blogging was
really rode that wave, didn't you? You just,
yeah, really rode
yeah,
it. 2020, we were like, wow, like every 10 minutes somebody's buying. So it's like this is good,
yeah.
So 2020 was the turning point for SeekaHost. It just like really started taking over. We cut that wave, we went over, we built the SeekaHost, the Seeka panel, which is before we were using the third-party tools. So we really saw that we actually invested on building that. We started the idea 2019, but we realized, okay, let's catch it. We can just probably sail with this and have our own software as well.
Jeez, but you must be loving it. Just going on your phone, just like cha-ching, 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 going
Yeah,
off.
yeah. I mean, it became to a level because now it's like in the web hosting industry, because like people buy it all the time, because how it happens. So people might be using with one of the other hosts, they don't like it, something happened, they come to us. So because some of those new customers also, like if it is very freshers bloggers, something happened, they don't know their issue, site goes down for some reason, they think it's the host fault. So we get a lot of people coming to us. We try to really have a good customer support. We have 24/7 customer support. And when it comes to this IP hosting, unique IP hosting for the SEO industry, they look it. And also people who want to get ABC class IP hosting, we are the leaders actually in the world for that. And we provide WordPress hosting as well.
Nice. Seems like you got out at the right time, because I feel like when I was doing client work for local SEO, it was very difficult because sometimes the clients were really up your backside. I said to myself, you know what?
Really. We even have some clients from the starting days, from like back in 2014, we started, like they still, but they're with us, right? But Google shuffles. Like there are things, Google is a very patient thing. Even if you're doing client SEO, like what you got to advise is like some understand, really, it's a wave, it's like a stock market, ups and downs. You win for a while.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like you're shoveling for gold in someone else's garden. That's what it feels like being an SEO.
Yeah. When you're on the top of Google, life is really good.
Yeah.
But when you drop, somebody comes, their life is good, but your life is a little bad. So that's the thing. I mean, I'll tell you one thing for your audience, or if anybody who's looking about SEO, who's doing client SEO, who is a business owner, who's a local business owner. We start advising from after seeing a lot of updates happening. Some of the clients in the local business industry has 8 websites. So we have even one of the clearance niches, like he has 5 websites on the first page, and even others on the second page, right? So what happened? He sometimes has something on the top when one drop. So that's really gaming the search engines, but it's a big investment, a huge investment. But they really eat the market. Not every business owner can do that, but we used to advise them, okay, if you feel you want to play hard, because no matter how good a website, there is always another website is going to come and outrank you. I was seeing, like, that's the one thing business owners can't understand. Why my site used to be at number 1 for 2 years and why it dropped. What went wrong? Did you mess up? All those things starts going on. So for that, we start advising, build 5 websites, 6 websites, 10 websites, and operate. Of course, the SEO spending is hard, but yeah.
I'm seeing this thing a lot with the recent updates in 2023, the helpful content update. I saw a lot of sites get hit massively, and what everyone's doing now is parasite SEO. So as you said, just like utilize
I think for parasite SEO, you ranked a YouTube video also. I think at ClickDo, it's still there. It's like tens of thousands of views.
Yeah, we ranked for it in 2018. We were number 1.
You really crushed the YouTube video game on that.
Yeah, we were number 1 for YouTube and on Google. So I feel like we need to update that article again and get it back up. But yeah, are you doing any parasite SEO? Are you just like, okay, we're doing local SEO, shall we just try and optimize our yellow pages?
I myself know, even my team now completely changed. Now we don't really do client SEO wise. What we do is, one of the things is posting and authority link building. So clients buy articles on publications. That's been a very viable business model. No answering about the things. Clients tell what they want. We show the publication. They see what's the anchor, the reference, and the link. So that's our model pretty much going. Not even client SEO.
Yeah,
because client SEO takes time, as you said. Like you saw it when the ranks drop.
It's a hard sell. That's why I don't work with local businesses. I always work with the bigger businesses, like the e-commerce sites, because they have that marketing budget. Whereas you're working with a local, it's kind of like, why is my phone ringing? And it's kind of like, you gotta give me that time. And then
with the local business owners, I think I don't think like it's going to be competitive for them. There are some winners who will operate at a very high scale, has the budget, have multiple sites. When one drop, next thing is there. And but it's a local business SEO is what actually Google makes a lot of money, right? So because of that, Google do a lot of shuffle. They don't only keep one winner all the time at the top. They shuffle. Sometimes they keep one winner, they shuffle the other portion. So then what happened? That's what over the years I understood. Then what happened, these clients who shuffle, they're like worried, why this is there, but we drop. I see you guy must doing something wrong. So they start to pay on ads and everything's local business SEO for a SEO consultant, pretty tough. If you're just handling one or two, yeah, you will have the time. But as to scale, as in the days, I mean, the earlier days, it was really easy. Like back in 2014, 15, 16, even 17, we were really crushing it.
I wasn't old enough to do SEO back then. Well, I was technically, but I didn't hear of it, and it's kind of like, it felt like the Wild West where everyone's taking advantage of it or just shoot it with a PBN. I didn't get in on that time. So I'm kind of looking back like, oh, crap, I lost all that opportunity. Well, at the same time, I was probably like 15 years old.
Yeah.
But some people do that. But yeah, I mean, what does your process look like, or what did it used to look like? Because I know a lot of my viewers, they're doing SEO for clients. Had a web designer yesterday, he's in that situation where he doesn't feel confident about SEO sometimes. So what would your process look like when you get a client and then kind of like selling to them as well as the process?
So once you mean prospecting, or once you get a client?
Once you get a client.
When you get a client.
What do you do? What's your next steps?
So the client inquired, so that means like that, right? So a client inquired whether they can be done SEO for, is it for local business or as e-commerce? Yep. Local business. So like say it's a local business, a cleaning company. So first things what we would do is like, once they inquire, that's fine. We'll do an audit of the website, our team, that's what they would do it. Do an audit, run through Href, look at the backlink profile, where it stands, what are the core keywords, is it ranking anywhere around in the first, second, third page, because the strategies are different, not the strategies, the pricing, how we would do the proposal is different if it is a fresh site, or is a site that's ranking on the second page or the first page that wants to go to the up. So the pricing, the model, things really change. So we will look into those data, start creating a report, and we will, if it is a site that's ranking, has some SEO done, and a site is a matured old site, what we will do, we'll record a Loom session. One of our SEO consultants will do a site analysis on the Loom session. They will also share the screen share and show Href, because rather sending a report, so we will actually share and say, this is where your site is ranking. These could be some of the points that needs to be, we don't really say everything, but like we will tell like, these are the things that need to be fixing. Site is ranking at this level. We would propose you to identify go ahead with at least 3 keywords or 1 keyword or what's important. So we will do a proposal on Loom video, very short and sweet at the initial stage, and send an email. If they like, they come next round would be a Zoom call or a Google Meetup. They ask all the questions. So this is basically client inquired. We send the proposal as a Loom video SEO audit analysis. And then next step is, if they like, willing to know more, they come on the Google or Zoom Meet and do the call and try to see if they want to be onboarded and start SEO with. We tell these are the things we can do. And then what will happen, most probably, client agrees, and then we say, okay, we will send you an email with what we are agreeing to be done on a monthly basis for the price. So 1 keyword, £1,500 a month. Why? What will be done? How many? And things like that. If it is very similar, 3 keywords could be 1,500 or 2,000 pounds per month level. That's like the base price. Like 1,500 is the minimum price range. So they get an email. They have a few more questions if they want. If not, invoice sent, job gets started. We always say like, you need to have patience for 3 months minimum, but of course every month you get the reports, you can question things like that. So that's the onboarding process. Clients normally have patience for 1 or 2 months. So but at the 3rd month, if things are not good as to the way they want, that's where the things start to get heated. So that's the onboarding process. And
so what things in particular are you doing to rank them higher? Are you just like, you see them, they're obviously a local business, they want to rank higher in the Google Map apps. Are you just shooting a crap ton of citations?
Oh, yeah. Definitely does the citations on directory listings. Pick on the best UK directories and listing with the proper details. That helps even on the Google Map listings, but it's very uncontrollable, even though a lot of people say. Even though you don't do much of SEO, if you are near to that location and if you are like the only person operating, it's going to show up, right? So However, Google has a lot of things. So, but what we'll do the direct listings with the proper site listings. And how do you see the Google Map listings? Is very controllable? Do you think like you can really rank as to the way you used to?
I mean, I wouldn't say as it used to. I think it's become more, I don't know, numb, as I could say. I think personally, I advise them. I just say, number one, to my clients, you want to shoot them full of citations. The website, build a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
And then from there, make sure your name, address, and phone number are obviously consistent, and then have that in the footer. And then that's the 80-20 principle. Do you find that to be the 80-20 principle to local SEO? What are the main big things that will move the needle for a local business ranking?
On Google Maps or
Yeah.
on the web?
On Google Maps.
Google Maps, like, as I said, so direct listing is one thing we do. And then, of course, we encourage them to get a lot of reviews.
What do you do to get reviews? Do you say to them, make sure the customers leave reviews? Or do you say, we can buy some and we can...
Get reviews. That's like the best chance. Get reviews. Get the reviews with like probably really nicely written. Of course, tell the customer just like not just 5-star hitting. Give a genuine review. Really hardcore get the reviews. And then other thing is like sharing those Google Map listing on social media as well. But my very opinion is it's not very controllable. I mean, before I would really guarantee. Right now, I saw with our clients who used to rank number one for orthodontists and different niches drop.
I think I've seen that.
You've seen it, you know? So they used to be, they had hundreds of reviews and they drop and Google, and they're really pissed, right? So they're like, why my site used to rank, why it's not ranking? So it's not something very controllable, a little bit of a luck as well, but
yeah, definitely.
So it's the way it is. If you are near, it always shows up. However, say like you're a local business operating in London and it's based in Wembley, but you're searching while based in Canary Wharf, very unlikely your map listing is going to show.
Yeah, so
for a local business. Yeah.
Yeah, so it feels like what you're saying is essentially, first of all, you need to get the client expectations correct first, because that's the way, not only for retention, but you don't want to come back pissed off at you. So get that right first, make sure they know what to expect. And then essentially make sure the business is as close to that location they want to rank for as possible. And then
if it is close, if it is right, well done, perfectly done, better than the competition, it's going to show up. That's one of the advantages. Google Map listing is very important for local businesses like the plumbers, locksmith, the garages, saloons. That local business is the killing thing, you know. So if a business can even have several branches, so some of the businesses, what we used to tell to crack it is okay, you have to spend for that to get multiple addresses. If you have a way, you will have to get it, right? So there are ways of, it's not the most legit way. I think Google is really cracking down on that one as well. Google is asking if it is suspicious, show you actual addresses, the business is actually operating there. So things are getting really harder and harder, but this used to work a couple of years ago even, when you can have multiple locations. So the different ways, some of the business owners have multiple houses. So it's their houses. So like he has a house in Mayfair, he has a house in Canary Wharf. So he has the potential to get that address and show up. So if it is a cleaning services in Mayfair, that shows up. Cleaning services Canary Wharf, this address shows up. So these are some of the strategies we used to advise, but Google is cracking down, which we started to see with one of the rubbish removal company owners. Like, so he had one of the address. Actually, if you one of his homes, he tried to get for multiple locations for one of his brands. And then Google asked to like show by the camera, but Google never verified it. Google say like, yeah, we can't verify it. The brand seems to be having on other places as well. This doesn't looks like it's actually operating just a house address. So
yeah, it feels like those local black hat tactics.
Because how coming not like the back over the years, competition is getting high because how Google would prefer. Come on, man, just do the paid SEO.
Oh yeah,
that's why Google would start showing even the map listing ads.
Yeah,
on the top. So you know, if you now search for one of the higher buyer intent, a very in-demand service, a local business on a mobile, it shows up the Google map listing, the paid ad one. the paid one. So that's what the Google want. Everything else is irrelevant for them. They want to shuffle it, you know. So for that, people will have to find a lot of ways to compete, and for business owners, and yeah, that's the thing. It's a business model. Can't have for free. People had it in the free earlier days.
Yeah.
That got expensive, and now more and more businesses are coming. Back in the days, 100 businesses might know SEO. Not 100, say in one industry, in a local area, or even 10. But it just maximized it so many. Every salon is doing SEO. Every plumber is doing SEO. Every garage is doing SEO, right? So at least they're competing. You know, they know that's where they will get the clients. And so that's why the competition's got really high. The people who can pay the highest price or pay the best SEOs to do it, with even more options, will have the only chance, really.
Yeah, definitely feels like the noose has got a lot tighter. I think one of the things that I find SEOs doing is they'll start off with a local SEO retainer, but then they'll drip feed a little bit of Google Ads spend in there.
Yeah.
I think the key is probably tightening up your Google Ads spend as well, because I think that's what the shift is about.
That's important. You have to spend. Business owners will have to spend when they spend Google AdWords. Sometimes they don't even get to sale on that one because companies are also clicking. I know Google says they are monitoring at all. I've done it and I've tested in the rubbish removal industry and the cleaning industry. Sometimes they just put a budget of 200. It's gone in like an hour, and only have
It's
like
crazy.
very dodgy calls and can't even believe where the money went on. So, but Google said the clicks happen. But that's the thing. Competition is going to get higher because there are so many service providers. It's about a time for business owners to be innovative. They will have to pay at the highest scale and differentiate it. So this is the thing. It's SEO got harder. It got more competitive. Business owners will have to understand that either if they can compete and if that's their industry and if that's the industry that they want to really pay, they have to play at the highest scale, more spending on ads, on SEO, and the domination mode. If they dominate and win it, yeah, then they can actually keep on going.
I think CRO is going to get more important as well because he's just trying to squeeze every penny out now.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%. I think that's an opportunity for web designers now as well, because even still, when I look at the SERPs, they're like really crappy websites. And they're like big clients as well, big ticket items like bespoke kitchens. So that'll be at least like what, 10K, something along those lines. And they're crappy sites. So there's still some opportunity there. But I think it's about taking the omni-channel approach now. You can't just be the SEO.
Omni-channel approach, using social media, being anywhere, making sure this is I've been telling for a while, like any business owner, even if you're a local business owner, you must be omni-channel, utilizing all the channels of online as well as offline. What happened by then, when people come to Google or wherever they find, even if they see you at the 7th position, they will remember, okay, this brand I have seen, I'm going for them. This is how they would win, really. This is how they will make the competition pretty irrelevant, or else they win the competition. They will have to be omni-channel. They have to be so much popular on social media. Some people would not understand. I'm a plumber. How can I win on social media? No, you got to show your jobs. You will have a media person taking photos of your jobs and client review videos rolling out. If you're a plumber, you got to become a plumber that's so entertaining and fun and famous in the area. You really showcasing your job. So these are the ways that people can win on search engines. So people will ask how you win is you also do SEO, but you might be having a hard time to get to the top. But people are mostly checking first, second, third, fourth. They're going around. If you are on the first page, even to get the job, if you're famous, if your social channels are good, if your reviews are good, and if you're being seen, noticed,
people are more savvy as well when they're searching online.
That's the thing. That's how the people get picked up.
Yeah, I think I saw this thing where it takes 7 touch points for a brand in order for you to get a sale. So that's why I think omni-channel approach is important. Also, it's a great upsell for people as well. Sell their services will handle your social media as well.
As an agency, that's what we recommend, and we do the media aspect as well for businesses. And the media storytelling is very important to win. Competition is this is how any market, any lifestyle, right? business owners must understand they will go on that life cycle. They will mature, then the competition come, others start catching up. If they can't keep on winning, they will just dry down, because more and more people are coming online. Almost every business is coming online.
Yeah,
If it
especially
is a
because of
barber,
COVID
if it
as
is a
well.
plumber, if it is a rubbish removal, cleaning company, you name it, gyms, everybody knows it's online. Everybody's pumping. Who's going to win? That's the way.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm seeing some SEOs, they claim to have their own rank and rent empires where they'll rank a site and rent it out. They'll still keep that asset. Is that something you've tried as well?
Oh, no, I never tried that one.
Nah.
I mean, some say they do it. They must be doing. So it's, yeah, if they can actually do rank and rent, if you rank and rent only if you're renting after having the number, it's a lot of questionable model. People talk about that one big. Those models, I've seen it. It normally goes for like 2-3 months. People brag the hell out of it like I'm killing it with it. It's not really the truth. I know most guys who tell. The model works. They rank and they rent out for a monthly amount. But when the business owner doesn't get any inquiries as to what he said, the business is like, how can I pay those thousands of pounds a month? Yeah. So that's a kind of also one of the things. And business owners like to rank their website instead of renting somebody else, because they know it's like renting a house. You're always paying the landlord where the same amount which you could have paid for your SEO to be done.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like to build your own house. So that model here, few winners must be there, but it's not a big market or easy market where people can kill it. One side, two side. Just imagine rank and rent model, right? Can you have like 10 rank sites that you can rent out? Not really. You have to focus, so...
yeah, I'm personally not a fan as well. I don't really engage
I've never
in it.
done it. I've heard about some of business owners trying to do it. I had some of my clients actually going and renting and buying, and after 2 months they just left it. They're like, no, we're not even getting that amount. What that guy was saying from that ranks, even though it ranks number 2, it's not getting enough inquiries for us to even pay his bill.
Jeez. Yeah, it's true. So people, they're going to kill me if I don't ask this. And you're big on this as well, since you sell it as a service. It's also something my consultation clients, they always ask me, and that's backlinks. How do you build backlinks?
How you build backlinks is pretty much, the most organic ways to outreach and ask for link mentions and adding value from you have. But does that really work at scale? So if your clients probably might want to rank for luxury bathroom store in London now, for example. So that's a product page. So for how many links you need to build it. So when the clients ask how all the legitimate ways to explain is outreach, try to get a link reference, ain't working much.
Nah, that's why I tell everyone, stop.
It ain't working. You got to pay for it. I mean, everybody knows it. Google knows it. Everybody knows it. You
Every
want
video.
Something. It's like I have my house I built very nice, and you ask me to come and crash in my house for free. I'm like, no, mate, I'm not going to do that. So if I have my house, you can pay the rent and stay. Once you don't pay the rent, you leave. So
yeah, I remember.
That's the kind of a model it goes on. And the backlink building is you outreach and you get guest post publishing. You literally have to guest post a ton of guest posts. Backlink building is what really gets it after the on-page issue is perfectly done on a website. Once on-page is done, how you move the needle is by getting backlinks. For the backlinks, you can do it yourself, very hard. Why you go for SEO agency? They buy it. That's why the SEO agency, SEO guys charge you a lot of money because they have to buy the backlinks for you. Some of the clients will probably coming. I remember back in the days, they're like, I don't want you to buy backlinks, but I want you to build backlinks. That's what they say. Right? They're like, don't buy me backlinks, but build me backlinks. How on earth?
I think it's part of the YouTube thing as well, where everyone's listening to certain SEOs. I'm not going to mention their name, but it's like...
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's illegal to mail.
Yeah, not only do they say that, oh, no, don't do it, it's terrible, and then they say, oh, here's a great video of how to build loads of backlinks, and there'll always be like a new method you can use. And I'm just thinking to myself, are you using that method? Are you really? No, you're not. And this is what my consultation clients always saying to me. Oh, I watched this guy's like, stop.
But they never build that,
Yeah, I think it's something I've been mentioning on my videos as well. It's pay to win, and a lot of in-house SEOs I've noticed they don't like it when we say that it's pay to win. They're like, and I had a problem with my boss when mentioning this. He's like, no, we don't pay for backlinks. I'm like, how are you gonna get it? He's like, oh, reach out to websites, and it's like, how long have you been doing this? He's like, I've been doing this over 10 years. I'm like, have you really? And you can tell. And it was just super frustrating.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, backlinking is pay to win. You reach out to websites and they're gonna ask for a fee.
You pay the price, you get the link, you move on to the next link.
So what's the biggest regret in terms of SEO you've made? Is it like a missed opportunity?
I wish I started earlier when things were it's easy. I wish I started 10 years earlier before even going to my first job.
Yeah.
Things would have been really easy. I'm lucky that I could start even in 2013, 14 properly. I wish I started straight out of college.
I think I
started... Sooner the better. SEO was really easy. When I was starting at 2014, SEO was really easy. I just figured out my SEO bot. I learned it on YouTube mainly, never got courses or much of anything. And I found out SEO works with backlinks. If you build more backlinks, it ranks. And how we knew, if I want to rank SEO Consultant London, build a backlink called SEO Consultant London. How would I do that? I would build a Web 2.0, put a bunch of content about it, use article writer or something, or just like, it doesn't matter at that time, even if you copy the content, it was so easy. So just imagine back in 2005, 6, SEO must be, I didn't even do SEO back then. If I could have started SEO back in 2008, 9, 10, wow, it would have been sooner the better. Only thing is like, if you think, if I would have started earlier, that would be good. But the light bulb moment never came. I never came across the information that there is something called SEO by then.
Yeah.
You probably think it's the same, right? If it had started earlier.
It was like 2008, I think I was like 11 years old. It's like,
you started then, right?
Yeah, it's like that meme of saying I should have bought a house in 2008 instead of attending nursery.
Everything in life, it gets more complicated. Everybody's like, oh shit, I wish I bought a house like in 2000.
Yeah, but yeah, that's your number one regret then, not starting earlier. I guess that's kind of like a good regret,
though. It's like not starting earlier means like, I'm like, I didn't know, I was like, I wish I knew. Nobody, I didn't come across that information, so it didn't open up my attention at that time.
Yeah. What can you do? So you've seen these fluctuations with Google updates. So when you see these graphs go up and down in our ship, so what do you do to tackle that? Do you just leave it and say, it is what it is? Or are you actively trying to like do something?
So till back in 2021, 2022, even, we did a lot of changes. We would remove backlinks, change the strategy, change the content, do that. However, now I started to see some sites had some downs. Like we had some of the local business sites used to rank number 1 for all the keywords, winning, going crazy, making so much money, paying us bonuses, everything. Their ranks dropped. So I came into conclusion, Google drops content and they like sites content getting changed frequently. So that's something we do. However, even in local businesses, it's not very easy to do it all the time and win the content. So we tried it, but local business SEO is coming to a point, it's not death. People would always going to be, somebody's going to watch and say, it's like, oh, no, I'm ranking. Yeah, we also have clients ranking, but at a scale I'm talking about, right? If you're operating at 10 industries, you're serving 10 niches, there's going to be always massive fluctuations, and you've done all the things right on page SEO. It used to work at the top for years. So not that it used to work, it was there. So you have to understand, we had like, still we have some of those clients are still ranking SEO Consult London, or not Rubbish Removal London. These clients are there. They used to be at number 1, making the phone ring every 5 minutes, right? They get actually converted jobs per hour on average, 4 to 5 jobs, insane times. And then you have that. And so it's a winning site. It's converting so well. The traffic loves the site, but Google still decide I'll just put it down in the second page for a little bit.
Mm.
Google does it. So that's what I felt with a lot of operating. You saw like we had orthodontists niche, dental niches, especially cleaning, rubbish removal niches. Those are really dominating. And pest control, the sites that were like really topped up, content is perfect, well done. Its ranking is converted. If it is at the number one, if it is been at number one for like say 2 years, converting so well, that means the Google, the traffic that Google send love it, right? So there is no reason Google to put them away unless like putting them to second or third. But Google does it for some reason.
So essentially, there's really not much you can do.
No, and at that level, when you do it, you cannot much do, but you can still try. So this is why we got the approach to start like the winning clients who are really doing it well. We said like build a bunch of sites, and of course it's very costly to do that. And if one site drop, you always have another couple of sites at least. So and then that site can on the way, if the links were good, if it was ranking very well without dodgy things and not redirects or anything and bad backlinks, if it was ranking very well and went through a bunch of Google updates and survived at top for 2 to 3 years, and then suddenly drop a second page. And then I would say, change the content, give a refreshment, change the pricing strategies a little bit, maybe even change the site, and let's come back again. But takes time. It's a very turmoil time. That's why we change our model for business owners who really don't even understand. Like at the ClickDo, I mean, it's way profitable than client SEO is the guest post and the backlinks model.
Nice. How are you getting people through that? Are you just like through SEO?
Just like, because we rank for keywords like, so we rank for those keywords, guest posting sites, guest posting sites UK. So we rank for those keywords. So that's why so for the guest posting, you would not believe on average, we get even on a Sunday more than 100 inquiries from ClickDo.
Are you the middleman?
No, yeah. So we have our own sites as well, because we have our own hundreds of sites. I have an office in India, dedicatedly in India. They are pumping content and maintaining those sites. So for example, I'll tell you some example. If you just Google UK Business Magazine, you will see the number one ranking site is one of our websites.
Yeah,
those are sites that make money,
well.
make more money than a 4-bedroom house in London rented. So I tell, put all your time to build a site. So these sites, so those are actual brands. So we have brands like London Business News. If you just Google London Business News, you will see a brand called LondonBusinessNews.com. It's a full-on brand. It's getting tens of thousands of visitors a month. And so people want to get published. So we do interviews, so we publish, we do digital PR on those brand assets. So we have our own sites, and then also we act like the reseller for like big properties, the very authority newspaper properties people can't get. So we have the journalists and writers on those sites, and to get those links on they are effective. They have been working. Utilize the opportunity as of for now while it's working. And that has been because that we sell to business owners who know about backlinks, or else SEO consultants who are actually getting on behalf of a business owner. So it saves a lot of our time, our consultants. They ask for the thing, do the publication, everything, and given to them. But it's not the same when you are doing SEO for 3 keywords for a local business owner website. All he knows is what happened to my keywords. He's searching all day long. It's not ranking.
Yeah, sounds like you can keep most of your hair now instead of just like pulling out, trying to do that client management. Also, it sounds like from the sites you named, exact match domains still work.
They work. Exact match domains still work. So they for brand names, we're putting out a lot of sites. Like we putting out like 2-3 sites a day, like such a thing. Like I have a team with Dinesh and all. And so we build those sites as brand assets for the long run with build and content. People would read it. And we're focusing now for the future for the AI tools. So Google is going to just be one place. People are literally going to be, you can see on ChatGPT, they have the web browser version. Of course, they go and search Bing. But when they decide, okay, now you will actually search on ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, have you used the ChatGPT app on your phone?
Yeah, so that's a good pivot actually. What do you think of
Yeah,
AI and SEO?
AI. So
Where do you think it's going?
it's going there. So you should be not just focus on Google. You need to be able to rank on multiple places, have multiple brand options. Before there were 10 rubbish removal companies in maybe in Yorkshire or all is in a small town. Now it's 100. So only the guys who are going to have a chance are the people who do the more online visibility work, optimizations, omni-channel, building a brand. So because not all 100 are going to have work, only the best are going to have the work.
So what do you think the future of SEO is? That you think it'll just be AI giving you answers?
AI will give a lot of answers. AI will give a lot of answers because AI will start listening to you. AI will study a lot of things. That's what I would see. AI would say like, oh, look here. Okay, say like I'm in your town. And I think even if that level, so I'm in your time, I'm looking for a grill. And if we just say, oh, Sukesh, your friend, visited this grill and he liked this grill very much. He posted a review or something. That level data acquisition is there. Or it says, Sukesh visited it. So I'll give a call to you and ask, Sukesh, how is this grill? Is it a good place? So I'm trying to see that's where that might take few years to get to that level. People will really go through recommendations. The search will become very uncontrollable. However, for some of the local business people would see, but when it comes to hospitality industry, dental practices, salons, people will always like a recommendation. That's why reviews matters. Ranking is what gets you the attention, but ranking or being visible somewhere is online is the attention, but then the recommendation matters. But the recommendation can comes through your phone because you have visited that place and your phone knows that and phone just have it. And then when I search it, it says, oh, your contact Sukesh have been to this place. And then I'll contact you and ask how it is. So that should be the long run, of course.
So it sounds like the impressions are still going to be there, but the click-through rate is just going to decrease.
Yeah, can be. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Impression will be there. Impression will be, you will get impression. It's vital to get impressions as much as possible. And all the places, social media, search engines, online search apps, on Bing, on Google. One recommendation, if you're a local business, build multiple websites. You can't just play on one and win and have the market anymore, unless you just want to operate small and have no chance when your ranks drop. So even if your business is doing well right now, if SEO guy is doing better, maybe get another SEO guy or try another website. That's how you really play it. It's an investment strategy. I mean, I myself done that all the time. I don't really based on a one business and just like I wanted to make sure because always there comes a time there can be a market turbulence and one business or the one industry, one niche can get a hit. And if you are as a business owner, especially if you have amount of staff that you are responsible, you got to pay.
Yeah.
If one get tank or one get a post for some reason, you need to be operating on the thing. So my time, going back to what you asked at the beginning, my time is spent on a lot of that. ClickDo build, it's running. SeekaHost is built, it's running, but I'm looking for research and development. What's the media industry business? I'm looking, I'm adapting, I'm investing my time. So as a business owner, especially a business owner, that's how the future of the business owner should be operating. You adapt, you research. When your business, one of the things is going well, you invest your time and the money for your next or else the facilitation for this business, or maybe could be it's on the separate industry, then you invest on another website or two, because if this tank, you have another way, another brands for the same industry to cater. If you mess up with a bad review, if you have another brand starting out, you can of course take off from that one. These are hard things.
It's definitely the omni-channel approach.
Yeah,
that we're going to have to take.
Hardest work is going to win, no matter how hard it gets. Really,
I think AI, it can be an assistant in that, because like content will be cheaper to produce with AI. Would you recommend people? Because I don't recommend it. I think AI is good for creating a brief and doing research, but not actually creating the content fully, because it's essentially scraped data. So what do you
think it's scraped?
I think it's scraped, yeah, because they must have a database, because I've tested this.
I don't think, so there are I'm not even going to mention some of the tools are like I don't know whether maybe I'm not talking about just ChatGPT 4, right? So I also have ChatGPT 4 version, but there are very next level. So you remember the earlier days when the article rewriter was doing fine. They would scrape it and rewrite.
yeah.
This is back in 2014. What it rewrote is fine because the web didn't had that much content. So that content was quite unique, at least 85%. But now the web is pumped with the content, so it's tough. So now people had built softwares, actually, like it's really good reader friendly. A human cannot write at that level. So there are some very advanced writer tools, very high priced, very high, built by very smart software engineers with proper reading. All the content ideas is picked and done. So it even if you look at the ChatGPT model, it thinks like a human. It's not just like scraping the web. When you give an idea, that's why before it would say, oh, I could only access our information or data related till 2021. Now it's real time, almost very close, but it's getting really smart. But there are paid AI writer tools that writing jaw-dropping articles. They get indexed like immediately. They rank. So we use those tools. So we now recently found out some tools. So all those things, by the time the general public get to use and misuse, the web knows it.
Yeah.
So then those topics are not be able to come up with a unique piece of article.
Yeah, I was just thinking on ChatGPT.
Ways how you feed the content ideas for those tools. Do the research if you're a listener. There are very smart AI writer tools. You feed it, you give the information, and you tell it to read your current website to get the tonality, get the reference from. So it will actually read this particular website and write a relate content based on that one. And then you can run through that same article through copy paste and everything and make sure it's never been published anywhere, anything in that thing. So it's unique. And then if you want to take things really, so we do it for high-end blogs, we will get our manual editors to screen through it.
Okay.
However, these are large articles. So that kind of articles, it ranks. I would test it. I mean, if you Google like, not huge competitive content, if you Google like domaining business, you can see Fernando Raymond's is ranking is purely AI written.
Cool. So
you know,
I haven't Googled it.
No, you don't have to Google it. But I'm just saying. So AI written, AI is going to get smart. It's like a human being. So AI is basically. So what does SEO consultants do? They pay for writers. A good writer. They pay and buy. Now you have AI tool. Who's your paid writer? So it's up to you to get a good AI tool, which is high priced. So that means you got a good
Would
writer.
you recommend any?
Huh?
Would you recommend any particular?
There are many. I mean, everybody knows ChatGPT-4, but of course the GPT-5 would be very intelligent, but ChatGPT-4 is like, okay, it's not recommended to use our blog articles, really. Okay. There are AI writer tools. If you Google like best AI writer tools, I think one of the articles, list post on SeekaHost might show up. I think it's a newly published or so. So that has some recommendations, but there are many. People, as I mentioned, hide the price better, sign up for a free trial, test what's good, build a sample blog. How people should approach this one is get 3 or 4 or 5 domains depending on thing. Use one tool for one article. Pick up a subject that you want to build around the articles. Pump the content, and then
topical
see whether
cluster. It sounds like you're saying.
What's that?
It sounds like you're saying topical cluster. Build something like that.
Yeah. So you need to know how to do the SEO content publishing on the website and test what tools you like it. Like, I'm not going to recommend any tools, but the list post is there on SeekaHost. If anybody want to see, these are some of the tools I think Manuela or one of our writers had mentioned. These tools are used by them.
I'll leave in the link below.
Yes, so you can always tell there are tools. It's only going to get better. Give till next year, AI writing revolution is going to be better. So what's going to happen is SEO consultants, agency guys will have a very intelligent writer who will be able to read the entire site content of your client's website or your website, and then understand the tonality and everything and write a version and reference all the articles content from this particular thing. So this is unique. So that's where things are going to go. So utilize that opportunities and that writer thing. I think it's a good thing that writer tools came, but of course bad for a lot of writers. They probably lost their jobs, but they can move forward with different skills.
Yeah, scary times. I think you definitely have to understand how to adapt. I think you've proven you can with the SeekaHost pivot.
Yeah.
It seems like you just rocketed up out of nowhere. And so SEO to a side, what does a day in the life of Fernando look like?
Wake up in the morning, meditation, grounding in the to make sure barefoot connection in the grass. And if I really have a busy morning, no gym in the morning, but I'll try to do the gym in the midday. So, but morning I start the day, calls around 9 o'clock sharp. My team starts. Before that, I will, of course, from like 7 to 9, I'll run through the emails, go through the work, and importantly, because we have people around the clock working, SeekaHost team is 24/7. And always India's ClickDo office is also working, started in the morning. So when I'm starting, even at 7 o'clock, when I'm up and starting, they've already started like 5 a.m. So we always have the people to look through the things, urgent things. They will already have dropped me the important things on Skype. So I deal only with, on a daily basis, 5 people, mainly 3. So underneath them, they have their teams, which I never get to talk unless I go to the office and meet them. So on a daily basis, that's my work thing. Quickly ask if we have a meeting, if I have to make a condition about getting a tool, not a tool, dropping a thing, if I have to support one of our managers about a hiring decision. So that would be my morning. And by 9 to 10, that's all those things are done even. So then it's my research and development time, really understand the market and trying to really see what the world is happening. A lot of changes are going to happen in this world. It's not just the business, that what's happening around the world, the markets, the wars, the situations, all those things are going to impact the business and our clients who are our buyers, our industries. So those research time, idea generation, that goes on. And then, of course, gym, some games, tennis, badminton, a lot of yoga.
Yeah, I've been seeing that on Facebook.
With some of my staff as well. So really been that's actually the thing. Other than that, it's after that, it's the personal life, really.
So do you invest in anything? So you like buying houses
property
or gold?
I like houses. Even this is
gold.
I buy the I just told even this one which I'm staying, it is already sold now. So I just like keeping the last few bits because what I did, this is one of the houses I bought and converted it to a workstation and a podcasting studio and the office and everything. It's like a half an hour away from Canary Wharf.
Is that the SeekaHost one that I'm seeing on YouTube?
Yeah. You're seeing that. So converted those rooms. And so the property industry, a lot of studying about the property industry, buying and refurbishing. Recently, another one up in Liverpool. And that one converted it to a data center.
Nice.
In a half of the house, converted the rooms to, because we needed some testing in data center operations. And so that's going on. So investing while I love the property industry.
Nice.
So property industry is a lot of things when it comes to, and of course I have the stocks. I have the stock market industry. Stocks are there.
Anything in particular that you invest
in? Apple, of course, double. I mean, Apple, Oracle, were winners for me. Intel tanked. Online dating apps tanked really. So sold all the cryptocurrencies.
What do you think of crypto? I don't like it.
I don't like it as well. It's an investment, So crypto is an investment. People play on it. So people invest in crappy companies, right? So which has no use for humanity and all. But likewise, anyway, crypto has a different technology. If people have the money, play by the luck game, pick some winners. I sold it.
Do you think it's luck? Huh? Do you think it's luck? People making money on crypto?
Yeah, it's because when demand is there. So if people who bought Bitcoin and the coins at lower price, they are always hyping it. When they hype, other people who never bought come and bought. So just imagine the people who bought the Bitcoin at 600 pounds, 1,200 pounds. They're laughing, right? So what they do, they sell a little bit. So for them, if they had 100 coins, they can always sell a tiny percentage of a coin, now still make tons of money. Yeah. So
it's like a pump and dump.
People play it, high-end people play it. It might get regulated. I heard even BlackRock is stepping in. So that's the industry people can play. It has its own technology. Always people should be doing it if people have it. So couldn't catch the wave. I never caught the wave at Bitcoin at 1,000 pounds.
Jeez. So do you ever plan on retiring?
I would say I'm like semi-retired if I want. I built it all then when I had 2020 and 2020 to 2021. I built all the teams and everything. So right now I can literally go missing or travel for a year or 6 months. Everything will run at scalable. So that's why I said like I have 5 people mainly. On that I have 3 top people, very well trained to run the 2 main businesses. And now these days, actually 5 brands are there. So those 5 of them are pretty much accountable for all those brands. So I'm semi-retired, but like I have a lot to do to this world. Like if people think like, because when I even started my business, what I wanted was how quickly can I, when I read the book 4-Hour Work Week and all, how quickly can I come to a level if I don't decide I want to work on a given day? How can I make sure I'm having money coming every month to live and eat and work and travel anywhere whenever I want to do? So achieved it. But it was a written plan, being written and seeing it and putting in the work. Anytime things can change, so that's why I look for multiple opportunities and things. So I'm living a retired life.
So when you were reaching for that dream, that 4-hour work week, that laptop lifestyle, it was something you're building up towards. Did you feel like it was worth it? Like you hit a climax and was like, yeah, this is amazing? Or was it anticlimactic? You were like, all right, I've been here, now what?
Yeah, I had a period like that. I came it very soon, even in 2015-16, very quickly. Initially, my goal was to build it to my level to be able to, even if I don't work, I can survive and live. So with 2 assistants. That's at the very smallest scale. And then I traveled a lot. I traveled to a level like, I was like, okay, what's next? Like, traveled so much. And when 2020 happened, after the 2020 lockdowns finished, 2022, I really traveled a lot. I saw the world and all those things. So then you have to create things to do. Then you see you can do a lot of things in the world. And
did you get bored traveling?
Huh?
Did you ever get bored traveling?
Bored traveling, nobody can get bored traveling. But like,
did you feel like it messed with your productivity?
Huh?
Did you feel like it messed with your productivity, like you needed a base?
No, I always had the bases though, because I keep my houses. So I have houses in other locations, even in my Sri-Lanka near to the beach. So I have those places. So anytime I can go, it is my own houses.
Nice.
So I have it's a life anybody can build with time and a strategy. It takes a lot of time. Anybody can really think hardcore. I that's why I advise like people, you need to having a base is good. Even if you're a nomad, it will come to a point. It's nothing like having your base and for that hard save a lot to buy the first house. Or people's lives are different. Some people don't like to travel. Some like to travel. Some like to travel like nomads all their life. For me, I like to have not one base, multiple bases, and cool. And I have many teams based around in the world. So it's like family level. I can go and meet them. I go to India, like I don't want to leave. I eat with them, I chill with them, I stay and I play. Like so, I go to Sri Lanka. I have the teams and staff. So and UK the same thing. Took time. It takes a good more than 10 years of really working.
Yeah, I'm finding that.
It depends when different people work. Some people never satisfied. Some people never satisfied. Next and the next and the next and the next, and they're like, I'm never satisfied here. You know. So the life is like that. Some people would decide like, okay, I achieve this, enjoy it at this level, go to that level. So
yeah, I guess so.
But cool. The beautiful thing, one advice for people, any junior or anybody starting, try your best to come to a level, even with your skill. How can you build a life that it will give you more time, not say free time, that you can take more walks or travel and see and think life and understand what you exactly want to do on this lifetime. When you know you don't have to work like a slave to get paid.
That's good advice.
That's a kind of a freedom feeling. From there onwards, you can scale it as soon as you can come. Initially, it would be like, okay, you work 6 days a week, then to 5 days a week. And then maybe you do like few hours a week. And it comes like maybe you just don't have to work at all because your agency is running by the people. So different things too. It's different level. Not everybody's an entrepreneur. Not everybody's a sales guy. Not everybody's a can even enjoy the freedom. Some people would get bored and drink. I had some people who, like some friends who bought multiple properties, and they have properties that the income is coming over. They just got used to drinking, and at young age they have diabetics and cholesterol.
Jeez.
So that's a problem now.
I guess boredom as well. Jeez, I guess that's a
Yeah.
very niche problem.
Yeah.
I haven't complimented you on that background. That's I bet it must be nice coming into the office seeing all those framed pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
Cool. So last piece of the interview. So this is the lightning round questions. You ready? We got 18 questions. So, what's your favorite food to eat?
I like the meat grill, and I like the beef grill, beef, lamb. So I like a good grill.
Good grill. What dish do you cook best?
I cook a good grill. Of course, I buy some organic meat, put in the oven. Pretty easy,
That's fair enough. You're a big meat guy. What's your favorite shop?
I like the Waitrose for quality.
Nice.
And for like food shopping. And or else, easy thing is that the big Sainsbury or the big superstore, Tesco, which you can have a variety of food though to choose from.
What's your favorite country to visit?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Ooh,
yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite type of weather?
Sunny but warm.
Sunny.
Not warm. Sunny, but not super hot. Ideally, I like sunny days. That's under 25 Celsius.
Yeah, not
Dubai
humid.
right now is the perfect.
Nice. What's your favorite rainy day activity?
Sauna and spa in the gym.
Nice. What's your best piece of gym advice?
Try to go daily if you can. Better if the gym is nearby, so you make it a habit to go. It doesn't mean that you have to really go killing every day, the hardcore workout, but it's a habit. I try to go daily to the gym, definitely more than 6 days for sure, unless I'm traveling. It's a habit that I go. Even if I don't go, I have even the weights around, even like it's lying down. So I make sure I get my bodily workout because the movement is vital to think better. So people don't have to think like, oh, I'm just so busy, I don't have much time to go to the gym. Doesn't matter. Just like get the bunch of words and start training at home. And if you think you can go to the gym, make it a habit to go on a regular basis. It becomes a habit and then you start liking it.
Cool. What's one subject you'd like to learn more about?
AI these days a lot.
AI. That's a good answer. Do you collect anything?
I collect cash.
Cash?
Cash mean liquid cash?
Why not? Keep stacking it.
Yeah, that's something.
Okay. What is one of your favorite nicknames?
I mean, I had Dilu back in Sri Lanka, right? So
Dilu,
D-I-L-U.
Dilu, I've heard of that before.
Yeah, so it's like home I will call Dilu, and so Dilu was the thing, but since here it's not like any nickname. Yeah,
Nah.
I tried. Yeah.
What item is worth spending more money on?
What item?
Could be anything. Could be clothes. Could be laptop. Could be.
Nothing lasts, right? So I would say collect some gold.
Some gold.
Yeah. I like gold. I mean, recently I made a bigger change, so invest on gold.
Nice. I've actually got some physical gold as well.
Oh yeah. My mom has a lot of physical gold
stacks.
Yeah. Because those are assets that's been needed. Gold, silver. Every other thing is like
silver's a bit volatile, actually.
Yeah.
It's very volatile. What is one thing you regret spending money on?
Not really.
Now, come on, man, you're loaded. You're probably like splashing it. What do you regret?
I never flashed like that in the first place, right? I'm very thoughtful about what I would spend on. So even maybe, wanted to buy like a full-on sports version Audi. I bought it like, I enjoyed it. I can't say I worsted it and I sold it for less. I spent on motorcycles, this is long time ago, and I spent on very high. So I had to sell like less than if somebody think like I spent money, but it's nothing I regret about, because I had a crazy experience. I had really good bandits, motorcycles, which I enjoyed really riding, and I sold it for less though. I had it because I really used it. Some had accidents or issues. And yeah, then but I had a good experience on it. Everything I done, like, I mean, I spend on travel. I've done those, but everything is in life is experience, because spend it when you can spend it. I would say like nothing, because the thing, if you spend it, it goes to somebody else. So it's circulation. So nothing is a waste unless you spend on some drugs and poison yourself and die. That's stupid.
It's true.
But every other spending, if it is something that's you're going to have a good moment or an experience in this world, that money is going to go for somebody else. If you eat an experience, expensive restaurant or a place, you bought a piece of art, what's the value? That person is going to get money. So it's a circulation. So money cannot be spent at a waste if you enjoy the thing. But if you do harm or mess up yourself by that spending, yeah, that could be a little regret. That's reluctant. That's been bad choice though.
Yeah, I think that's food for thought for everyone out there.
Yeah.
So is your bed made right now?
Oh yeah, every day morning after the wake up, I just do that one. I make sure I do it. I think it's I long time ago I saw a YouTube video clear doing your bed was a good habit, rather, because when you go to the bedroom, even if I prefer hotels because somebody does your bed all the time. But even if not, even the hotel bedroom, I will just kind of do it. It gets me like, I kind of like, I arranged it. And you don't want to go to a bed, especially in the house, like it's messed up in the night. It's not the good feeling.
Yeah, it drives me crazy when it's not made.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking of it. If you were to write a book, what would it be about?
What's going to come in the future? We can't, based on a lot of things change right now, what we are seeing. So how the future, the careers, how any youngster could get prepared for the future rather worrying about university or anything. So like basically giving insights of what you can pick quickly and learn and start earning and making a living, and climbing your way up to the world. So like the very futuristic thing. So I would say the future careers, the path to future success, how anybody can understand and do that. So because I'm even navigating right now, when I'm seeing all these things are coming, even though we are operating all these businesses, AI can come and take it. So gotta be very researchful about that.
Cool. So would you rather have super strength or the ability to fly?
I would have super strength, because using the strength you can do a lot of things, but having the ability to fly, like go to another planet, you mean,
Yeah, I think I'd rather choose fly.
Yeah.
So scale of 1 to 10. We got 2 more questions, or 3. Scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at keeping it secret?
10.
10? Nice. Do you snore?
Sometimes I have heard from some of my partners. Yeah.
Nice.
On a very tired night, so if I sleep looking front on the top, and yeah. If you're light to the side, rarely. I don't really snore.
So last one, this is a bit weird. Do you like the smell of petrol?
Yeah, when I was young, I used to smell that.
Yeah, I used to enjoy it.
But I haven't smelled petrol for years now. Now I don't like it.
Jeez.
There was a thing when you were young. Everybody liked to smell it,
Yeah, I used to really enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's good times. But yeah, Fernando, thanks for joining us.
Nice one.
Where can people find you? Thanks. Where can people find you?
Just Google Fernando Raymond, and all the links and the profiles and details will start shopping up with my books and website, the social media chat. Just Google Fernando Raymond. That's about it.
Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Now, if you made it this far, I'm assuming you're trying to skyrocket your SEO growth and you're super serious about SEO. So I'd highly recommend either a one-on-one consultation with me or a website audit and plan. So the one-on-one consultation will be on a call for 1 hour, and I'll answer any questions you have and take you to the next level in regards to SEO. I'll give you that confidence boost that you need. Now, if you don't want to hop on a call with me, I'd highly recommend a website audit and plan. It'll take up to 7 days for me to get this out to you. So there'd be a pre-questionnaire and I'll do an in-depth analysis of your website. I'll let you know if there's any major technical problems that you need to be concerned about. And I'd create a step-by-step plan for you. So you'll receive a screen recording detailing your specific next tasks and recommendations.